I can't remember. That's why I was just reading it.
Yeah, we're doing it tonight, so I don't know why it would be in there last week.
Right. I don't remember that being there.
We talked about it, and we said we were going to. We talked about it, and we're going to bring it up and vote on it at this meeting.
Okay.
Well, then, but he didn't introduce it. Or did you?
We're letting people in now. There we go.
Yeah, go ahead. Is your mother on?
No, I don't know who that is.
Susan Sweeney.
Mike and Steve Rafis. Mike McKay and Steve Rafis.
Yeah, now there's a phone one in there.
Right. Can we ask who the person is calling in?
That's me, Diane.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hi, Diane.
Hello.
I have also called in. This is Susan Sweeney.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Hi.
All right, you guys good with these? These minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't see anything. Meg, I can tell you, my sister does not get a minimum of $250 for her transcription.
Why, is that what she does?
She does medical transcription on the side.
Oh, yeah,
She can do it when the kids are asleep.
right. I can tell you, I didn't get 250 either.
Did you do it?
I've done them twice now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you can say I've just already saved the village $500.
There you go.
Thank you.
So is she tuning in today or not?
No, not until after the meeting when we just approve it.
Okay. So then if you're going to be transcribing today, I have a nice long poem that I wrote.
Did Ethan get on?
I don't
see him on. Let me send him a text, see where he is.
Right, because he's got a part in this.
Yep.
All right, you guys, you ready? It's 6 o'clock.
I'm ready.
All right, good evening. It's Monday, April 6th, 2020, and this is the Village of Menands Board of Trustees semi-monthly meeting. I am Mayor Meg Grenier, and it is 6 o'clock, so I will call this meeting to order. For anyone outside the village staff who has joined us for the video conference, I ask that you please identify yourselves.
Susan Sweeney.
Thank you.
Eric Johnson.
Thank you. Mike McKay, you out there? No, he probably can't do his.
His microphone's muted. So is Ethan's.
And Ethan, okay.
So we have
Anything
Ethan Gaddy and Michael McKay.
Okay.
I'm here.
Hi, Mike.
There he is. Oh, nice. Now we can see you too.
Yep. And now you can mute it. You got to figure it out.
Thanks a lot.
I'll now do roll call for village staff. Deputy Mayor Eileen Nickel.
Present.
Trustee Diane Foley.
Present.
Trustee Seth Harris.
Here.
Trustee Brian Marsh.
Present.
Village Clerk Don Hanrahan.
Present.
Village Attorney Steve Rafis. Yeah.
Muted.
Yeah, he's out there somewhere. Okay. On behalf of the village board, I would ask if everybody can mute their computers at this point. On behalf of the village board, I would ask that we please keep our first responders, all essential workers, and those affected by this pandemic in our thoughts and prayers. Pursuant to Governor Cuomo's executive order number 202.1 issued on March 13th, 2020, suspending Article 7 of the Public Officers Law to the extent necessary to permit any public body to meet and take such actions authorized by law without allowing the public to be physically present at the meeting, but allow the public to listen to or view such meetings via teleconference call or video conference while recording and later transcribing such meeting. The Village of Menands Board of Trustees semi-monthly meeting is being held via Google Meets video conference to protect the public's health, safety, and welfare during the COVID-19 pandemic. In an effort to conduct this meeting effectively, we ask that those in attendance please mute your microphones during the meeting. As we are conducting essential business during tonight's meeting, there will be no public comment. Any comments previously submitted to Clerk Hanrahan prior to the meeting and deemed essential will be read into the record. With the requirements to transcribe all hearings and meetings in addition to regular meeting minutes, I've reached out to court stenographer Renee LaGuire to enlist her services. Renee is happy to help out and can have a transcription done within 2 weeks' time. The fee is $7.50 per page with a $250 minimum per meeting. Seth, did you want to make a motion? Seth?
Yep. Sorry, I was muted. I move to hire Renee LaGuire to transcribe the video conferences being held now due to the pandemic at a rate of $7.50 per page with a $250 minimum per meeting.
Second, Eileen Nickel.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We need a motion.
Let's hope we don't need it too long.
Nope, let's hope not. We need a motion to approve the board meeting minutes of March 16th, 2020.
I make
So
motion to
moved.
approve the, sorry.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We need a motion to approve the minutes and transcription of the April 2nd, 2020 public hearing on the Village of Menands 2021 budget.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Warrant number 21, general, $46,096.99. Water, $14,158.28. Zero in sewer, totaling $60,255.27. Payroll number 22, $439.72. And there's
So
no,
moved.
there's no transfers.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I move to adopt the preliminary 2020-2021 fiscal year budget that was submitted by Mayor Grenier on Monday, March 16th, 2020.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. Second, Eileen.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Ethan, are
Let's
you
hope
out
we
there?
can, let's just hope we can stick at least somewhat to it. It's going to be a challenging year.
Yes, it
And
is.
I
Positive
can
thought.
tell, yes, I can definitely say, being on the other side of the table, we put a lot of work into this. So thank you all.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Ethan Gaddy from Chazen, are you out there?
Yes, I am here.
All right, Ethan's going to discuss a resolution declaring the village lead agency for seeker for the comprehensive plan. Go ahead, Ethan.
Okay. So I'm going to stick with this script that I provided to the mayor for the ease of transcription. But tonight there's a resolution in front of you that is going to declare the village lead agency for the purposes of seeker. and then also call to start the public hearing process for the comprehensive plan. We want to keep going with this, and we're sort of anticipating a longer public hearing period, just because of the nature of how we're going to be, getting comments, both written, email, and then people will be, responding to transcripts of board meetings. But we want to stay on track with this because of grant funding. We don't know what the state budget is going to look like exactly this year, but we do need to have the comp plan adopted in place to have, a higher chance of receiving grant applications. In addition to that, and Eric Johnson can also speak to this, that we've been tracking what this $2 trillion federal stimulus package is going to look like, and what sort of assistance is going to be made available to municipalities. So as we sort through all that, we'd like to keep you all in the loop on that. And we also would assume that a comprehensive plan wouldn't be a bad thing to have in place either. So the resolution you have in front of you, it's the result of getting letters back from the Albany County Planning Department and the town of Colony, who referred to the village for lead agency status. There's some legalese in there, and then it will also start the public hearing process, or at least call for the next meeting for the public hearing process. And I'd like to reach out to the webmaster, Sean, and get the draft plan on the village website so that people have an opportunity to start looking at it and commenting on it. Hopefully we can get like that. In addition to an email contact, maybe like a comment box. So it's as easy as someone just filling out a little comment box and sending something in, as opposed to logging through email.
Okay, so a couple people have joined the meeting. If you could first identify yourself and then please mute your phones or computers when you're done. Two new people out there?
Nicole Keogh.
Hi, Nicole. All right.
Hi.
If you would just now mute your phone because there's some feedback.
Okay.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right, George Smith. All right, thanks. All right, so Ethan, you're all set for us to move with the resolution?
Yep, all set. Yeah, you have the draft resolution.
Yep.
We sent that.
Brian's
And
gonna,
I
Okay.
will coordinate with the.
Do I need to read the whole thing?
Probably not.
oh, probably not.
But feel free to. It basically, it's a little more robust than some other resolutions. It just for the seeker process, it's about a page long, but it just says a series of whereases of going through the planning process, referencing the section of seeker in which we talk about the need for a public hearing, comprehensive plan. So just instead of just having a resolution that says lead agency, it just has background on why we're doing that.
Okay, so how about, whereas the town of Colony and Albany County reviewed the aforementioned materials and consented to the village's intent to establish itself as lead agency, for the purpose of seeker. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the village board hereby declares itself lead agency for the purposes of seeker, and whereas pursuant to Village Law 7-722, the comprehensive plan adoption process require that the village hold a public hearing for the purpose of obtaining public comment, and be it further resolved that the village authorizes the village clerk treasurer to publish a notice of public hearing to be held April 20th, 2020.
Right. All right. Now, are we doing the public hearing on the 20th? That's kind of soon.
We can start the public hearing process and then leave it open.
For how long?
So you're saying it's a public comment process?
Yes, there will be a public comment process involved. In terms of having this legislation in front of the board, I believe it needs to be reviewed, and I can defer to Steve on this one. well, there'll need to be a period in which the public can comment on this and the board can react to those comments.
All right. Typically, our
I'm not sure that we need to leave the public comments section open. You can have a public hearing, conduct a public hearing, and let the public speak at that time. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend that we leave it open for a period of time, as long as we notice it properly.
So should we maybe get it ready for the website, and then the first meeting in May, have that be the public hearing? And that'll give people time to look at it? Or is there a time?
From my perspective in the planning process, I think that's fine. And, you know, any opportunities to let the public review it and have confidence in it before it's adopted, I think is generally it's best practice.
And it's ready now that it could go on the website as a draft, correct?
Correct.
So do anybody have any, if we make it for the public hearing for the beginning of the May 4th meeting?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is that okay with everybody?
Yes, yeah, that's more than okay with me.
Me too.
All right, so we'll plan for the public hearing to be on May 4th, and then we'll make arrangements with Ethan to get it on the website, you know, like next week, to give people a chance to take a look at it. Okay? All right, so Brian made a motion.
I second it. This is Diane.
Yep, thanks, Diane. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I was muted, sorry.
All right, next on the agenda, the board has received a copy of an intermunicipal agreement between the city of Watervliet and the village of Menands for water supply and sale of water at the interconnect near the Schuyler Flats and Colony. The village and the city agree to equally share any costs for maintenance and repair of said interconnect and meter. This agreement was negotiated between Watervliet and Menands and signed by the city of Watervliet. So we need a board approval for me to sign the agreement on behalf of the village to fully execute it.
So moved.
Second.
Sorry, I was on mute. I'm sorry. I so moved it. I was on mute. My bad.
I figured I jumped in there.
I was like,
Sorry.
wait a minute.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right. Thank you to Eric and Steve on their efforts to work out that agreement.
Thank you.
So due to the events surrounding the coronavirus, the Menands Fire Company Board of Directors has canceled their April 7th, 2020 meeting. The April meeting serves as their organizational meeting and election of officers. Based upon that cancellation, they were requesting that the village board, in its role as fire commissioners, extend for 90 days the current slate of fire department officers until a formal election can be held. We need a motion to extend it for 90 days the current slate of fire department officers.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 I assume that that's also that also cancels their banquet and organizational meeting there.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm. That's unfortunate, but something I always enjoyed attending.
Okay, next on the agenda, as Clerk Hanahan had previously informed the board, the roof at the record room needs to be replaced. At the request of the board, Clerk Hanahan received 3 bids to remove the old roof and replace the roof with a new rubber roof. Collie Roofing, $25,000, Skyway Roofing, $29,000, Star Roofing, $42,875.
I move to accept the bid for Collie Roofing in the amount of $25,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
It's a good price.
Yes.
During a previous meeting, the board discussed increasing the fee for the dumpster rental from $75 to $100 in an effort to offset the cost of the service that is offered to the residents. We're going to readdress it tonight.
Do we want to have any discussion on it or just?
It's up to you. We did previously, but if you want to rediscuss it.
The cost for that service is going up all across the state and certainly in our area. And I think it's appropriate to raise that price to help cover the cost of our new dump truck, or trash truck, and so on. So I propose that we increase it to $100 from $75 going forward.
Second, this is Diane.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Trustee March is next on the agenda to introduce us to the Solar Energy Power Reimbursement Program. He's going to give a brief outline, and then I guess we'll discuss it at a later time more thoroughly.
So we've been looking at different supply contracts and programs to help with the electricity costs, specifically for the village. The village uses about 1 million kilowatt hours of power a year. Most of that is street lighting, our larger municipal buildings, and our pump centers. So basically, the programs we looked at didn't fit really our usage. This one does, and basically all of the power that is delivered to the village will be part of renewables. Solar farms are basically what our contract, if we adopt them, will be producing our power. So we'll be helping support renewable energy, and we'll be getting a discount of 10% off of whatever the supply rate would have been had we just bought the power that National Grid throws to us. So I'm gonna send the contracts it's 2 contracts that we would adopt, one for smaller accounts, one for the larger accounts. I'm going to send those to the board for consideration, and at the next meeting, hopefully we can have discussion, including the gentlemen who represent the company who is offering this program. It is NYSERDA approved. It helps the New York State renewables initiative to help greenhouse gases, and whatever the power rate is, we save 10%. So that's about $9,300 a year that the village could save for doing basically nothing. So anyway, I hope to talk about that at the next meeting.
Okay, Brian, did you talk to maybe any other municipalities that are using it to get their?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that list for you. I have it somewhere, but I've had so much correspondence on this, I can't find the specific email. But the guys from this program are going to talk about the municipalities around us that have already done this.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Brian.
Yep.
And thank you. I think that's a great thing to look at.
Thanks, Brian. My microphone's been muted.
Eric, you still there?
Yes, I am.
All right. Did you want to just mention briefly about the paving?
Sure. Very briefly, we have the paving project, at least the initial one for 2020, scheduled for bid opening next Tuesday, the 14th. If you remember last fall, we had potentially targeted doing some paving work, and part of this is in conjunction with the quiet zone implementation. So this is Canal Road North, Canal South, a bit of paving on Simmons, and then striping, signage, and so forth at each of the rail crossings. Bids are due on Tuesday. We are working with Don to make some modifications to the bid process. Normally, we would have all the bidders in the room and receive hard copies of the bids. Obviously, in the current environment, we're not going to do that. It'll be a virtual bid opening, and bids will be received electronically. All the feedback from the bidders so far has been, people are looking for work, people are hungry. So I don't expect any issue with getting bids in. And we may see favorable results given the kind of oil pricing and bidders' appetite for work for the rest of the year. So more to follow on that when bids are opened on Tuesday.
Okay. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
You're welcome.
All right. Village resident Bill Garvey had submitted the following comments to Clerk Hanrahan prior to the meeting. He thanks Eric Johnson for answering his questions dealing with posting signs and trail markers as part of the village project. On March 3rd, he found a large reusable bag on the table at Ganser Smith Park that contained a laptop computer, a cell phone, and other items that he turned over to the Menands police right away. On March 5th, he saw a fire hydrant in front of 54 Amsterdam without a reflector stick. He reported this to Clerk Hanrahan through the Menands police. And he reported a utility pole with a vapor lamp lit 24/7 near the basketball court at Ganser Smith Park to Clerk Hanrahan and National Grid. And that's all I know of comments that came in prior to the meeting. Don?
I don't have any.
All right. The next meeting of the Board of Trustees will be held on April 20th, 2020 via video conference. We thank everybody for your patience and understanding as we get through this new process during these difficult times. And please, everyone, stay safe. And we look forward to next week or 2 weeks from now. If anybody has anything else?
Nope.
No? All right.
To clarify, Don answered this for me earlier today, but the village is picking up leaves in leaf bags mostly on Fridays.
Correct.
Good, excellent. I will let my neighbor know.
Are we
Thank
all
you
set?
for getting that.
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Thank you, everyone.
All right, good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.
See you guys.
I'm still here. I didn't know if you